starts right now.
A man charged with capital murder had that charge dropped today. Instead, he was sentenced to 8 years on a lesser charge of tampering with a human corpse.
Emmanuel Cantu was one of 3 accused of taking part in a murder-for-hire plot back in 2019. Erica Hernandez takes us inside the courtroom as this plea deal plays out.
How do you plead, sir? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Manuel Cantu entering a plea, but not for the charge he was originally facing. Cantu, along with his brother John Cantu and wife Cristina Rodriguez, were charged with capital murder. They were accused in a murder-for-hire plot in February 2019 that resulted in the fatal shooting of Mike Perez. In September, John Cantu was found guilty by a jury on the lesser charge of murder for being the apparent triggerman in this case. 186th District Court Judge Cristina Escalona later sentenced him to 70 years in prison. In court today, the charge for Manuel Cantu of capital murder was dismissed.
We're asking to waive count 1 and proceed on count 2.
Count 2 being the second-degree felony charge of tampering with a human corpse. And per a plea deal, Manuel Cantu was then sentenced to 8 years in prison. He was given credit for time served, which means he's already eligible for parole. As for that last co-defendant, Cristina Rodriguez, she has her next scheduled hearing coming up in December. As of now, she is still charged with capital murder. At the Canela Reeves Justice Center, Erica Hernandez, KSAT 12 News.
We reached out to the Bexar County District Attorney's Office about the dismissal of that capital murder charge. The office sent us a statement reading, quote, "The facts in the underlying murder case involve 3 separate defendants. The decision to accept a plea from this particular defendant on a second-degree felony was made by the prosecutors based on available evidentiary facts," end quote. Former Congresswoman Gabby Giffords visited Uvalde for the first time since the May 2022 tragedy. She went to Robb Elementary today, cleaning off some of the crosses for the victims and taking a moment to reflect on what happened there. The Congresswoman was shot in 2011 and then co-founded a gun violence prevention organization after the Sandy Hook shooting. It's called Giffords.
Yeah, they put together a report on gaps in resources still lacking in Uvalde. They hope that continue to shine the spotlight on Uvalde and that things will continue to change across the country.
The administration just created the first Office of Gun Violence Prevention, and one of the things they're looking at is how the federal government can respond to mass shootings like we saw here in Uvalde. And I think a lot of what the community is telling us will be fed and told to the administration when they're looking at the response, and hopefully really support families in a much more comprehensive way than we've been doing.
Obviously, the story hits close to home for Giffords, who survived her own gunshot attack. She met privately with community members and families of victims. Their hope to continue the conversation on what more needs to be done.
It seems almost every week now we hear of some sort of threat at a school. Most of the time, it ends up being nothing.
Yeah, thankfully. But are students prepared if those threats are real? Our Daniela Ibarra looked at 6 of the biggest districts in our area to see if schools are complying with new state standards. She found that some schools aren't.
Outside of East Central High School last month spread chaos and confusion.
We don't know what's going on or anything like that, but
the sounds of gunfire in the background of a call is what drew law enforcement agencies to check and clear the campus.
We don't believe there was ever an actual threat toward the school or any actual shooting.
While the call ended up being a hoax, the school did go on lockdown. Records show those students had practiced preparing for the worst.
State guidelines require each campus to do 2 lockdown drills a year, one in the fall, another in the spring.
East Central ISD met the requirements. So did every school in Harlandale, Northside, and San Antonio ISDs. Northeast ISD's Aubrey Chancellor admits they have some work to do.
We expect all of our schools to meet the requirements no matter what.
Records show 5 of its schools completed 2 lockdown drills, but they were done in the same semester. One elementary school, Longs Creek, only completed 1 drill.
Absolutely no excuses, but last year when this occurred, there were administrative changes taking place, and unfortunately this was just something that fell through the cracks.
As for Judson ISD, there's some confusion about how many of its schools followed state guidelines. Initially, records show only 8 Judson ISD schools were in compliance. Spokeswoman Nicole Tagnod provided KSAT more records, which brought the number of schools up to 11.
We do have a couple of schools that did not be in compliance with the second lockdown, yes. but not as many as that first report that you had.
Well, I counted and it still says it's 18.
You are still counting 18?
Records show 18 of Judson ISD's 30 campuses did not complete the required drill per semester.
I see what you're saying. Okay, I'll have to go back to my director to get a little bit more information on that.
Tagenot emailed us after this interview confirming our count was correct. But a week after, she sent another email saying the district has been investigating. New documents provided to KSAT now shows only 5 Judson ISD schools did not comply with the state requirements. The district says this is a clear opportunity for it to improve how it tracks lockdown drills. Danielle Ibarra, KSAT 12 News.
We actually requested all the data from every district in Bexar County. You can see if your child's school complied by visiting KSAT.com right now.
It is the first day of early voting for the next month's election. No federal offices on this ballot, but there are more than a dozen state amendments you can decide on, along with some local offices. Registered voters can vote at any polling site between now and November 3rd. Election day is Tuesday, November 7th. And if you want to see that complete list of other items on the ballot that we have covered, just scan the QR code you see here for that list and a breakdown of all the polling locations.
A Texas man now saying he found out through a Hamas TikTok video that 5 of his family members in Israel were kidnapped during the Hamas surprise attacks. Dory Roberts learned last week his aunt found dead at Israel's border crossing with Gaza. But he still hasn't heard any word about his cousin, her 2 young daughters, or his aunt's partner. Dory, like so many others, wondering if their missing loved ones are alive, saying the wait is agonizing.
The fact that we're still looking for any kind of relief, any kind of news. Are they well? Are they not well? Are they still alive? It is a day-to-day, it's an hour-by-hour struggle. We just don't know anything.
Roberts says his half-cousin is also missing, but doesn't know if he's among the hostages. Meanwhile, the Israel Defense Force, the IDF, still fighting back against Hamas, but has not yet began its ground incursion into Gaza after the U.S. asked them to delay it in hopes that more hostages will be released soon.
Let's take a look at traffic out there right now. This is the view from 410 in Blanco. You can see it slow going, merging onto the highway there. No big wrecks or construction tie-ups to tell you about, but something to be aware of in this part of town.
And as you look at that video and look at this from live cam, dark clouds out there. They've been out there, it seems like most of the day. You're just kind of wondering if we're going to get the rain, but I mean, somebody's getting some.
Yeah, we're getting a little bit out there. Look, a little bit of blue in the sky as well. This is going to be the theme all week long. A lot of gray, a little bit of blue periodically, and some dampness, some rain actually falling from the clouds. Not a whole lot to speak of right now, but we'll take whatever we can get. A little bit east of town, closer to Seguin and Luling, and then right along I-35 in Bexar County here, even near Windcrest, we've got some brief heavy rain clipping Converse. This is very brief, not going to add up to very much. We have more rainfall opportunities ahead and the prospects of a stronger cold front around Halloween. We'll talk about that in a bit.
All right, see you soon, Adam. We are counting down the days to the start of the Spurs regular season.
I cannot wait. There'll be a ton of fanfare for the opener on Wednesday night, and fans at the Frostbank Center will also get their hands on a custom T-shirt that's been designed by a San Antonio artist.
Our RJ Marquez introduces you to that artist behind this year's Spurs illustration being used to tip off the season.
This truly is a dream come true, just because you know, I've always wanted to be an artist for the Spurs.
That dream is now a reality for local artist Ray Scarborough. His art reflects not only his love for his team, but the city.
Born and raised in San Antonio, in love with all the San Antonio culture, the colors.
The Spurs noticed Ray's work online. He worked on an SAFC illustration, then got a message that he'll never forget.
The Spurs at the time emailed me, and I thought it was a joke.
They asked him to come up with a design for opening night.
I showcased my old hood that I was from on the Clever Park on Ingram Road, the taco stand that we used to go to, and just put a lot of the elements that was from that neighborhood.
We're in Ray's studio right now, and you can see that this is influenced immensely by a lot of pop art illustrations, a lot of great pieces in this room. And here's a look at Ray's Spurs illustration. As you can see, this is a nod to his roots on the West Side. His illustration includes the coyote pushing a paleta cart, Spurs honking, David Robinson's sneakers, Pee Wee Herman's bike, and a nod to his late mother.
The best part of it, yeah, they got it, was my mom's name right there. That's so cool.
Ray describes his art as puro San Antonio pop art and tourist posters for locals.
The reason why the Spurs are a great organization because they allowed that to happen. I hope I can relate to a lot of other people that see this, and I hope they like it. So,
RJ Marquez, KSAT 12 News.
I need that Wemby with the cowboy hat.
That's an exciting get for opening
That's
night.
a great painting,
Very cool. Still to come here at 6, Haven for Hope has long helped people that need to find housing. How a man we introduced you to months ago is doing now, living off the street for the first time in years.
I'm making sugar skulls. The sugar skull represents your loved one that has passed away. You decorate them with glitter, with feathers, colored foil, and you write the name of your deceased loved one on the forehead of it. And the reason that they're made of sugar is so that when you go to the gravesite, which is traditionally where you would place them, that the ants or the rain will eventually wash it all away, symbolizing the temporary status of life. We believe that as long as you're remembered in life, you're not dead. But what I do is I put about 5 pounds of sugar and 5 tablespoons of meringue powder. If you're gonna color it, this is where you would add the color. So once you have the sugar and the meringue powder mixed, you're gonna put in some water. And very little water is required. I get like a little thing like this and then just put it in tablespoon at a time, and it starts to get that kind of wet sand feeling. And once it sticks together like this, that's how you know it's ready. The sugar skull mold should have 2 pieces, the front of the skull and the back. You pack the sugar into the mold very tightly. You take a piece of cardboard and smooth out that part and then gently lift off. Sugar skulls were originally done when the Spanish came over, and they showed the natives how to do sugar art. So I leave them for 24 hours to dry. I like to keep everything edible as I get some royal icing. It's basically what pastry chefs use as glue. And there you go. And you've made a sugar skull.
An extraordinarily high water bill at an empty house, sparking a back and forth between San Antonio Water System and one of its customers. After several weeks, SAW's taking a decidedly different tone in this dispute. We have the story tonight on the Night Beat after the game.
Now to a happy ending, or perhaps a beginning. A couple of months ago, we introduced you to a Haven for Hope client who was going through their housing program. Well, this week, Courtney Friedman got to see his brand new apartment, his first since being on the street for over a decade. He tells her the program works and others can find success too.
Less than 4 months ago, we met 66-year-old Nathan Finley at Haven for Hope. He'd been living under bridges or in cardboard boxes for over 10 years.
I had to do something and get myself off the streets, really, and I knew that I had to go to Haven for Hope to do it.
Fast forward to today, Finley is standing in his very own apartment.
This is my kitchen area, and Haven for Hope did provide the dishes. The benefits I got would allow me to get groceries and stuff.
The new partnership between Haven for Hope and Opportunity Homes creates a fast track for older people experiencing homelessness once they take a series of classes.
They'd have the financial part. They had the class where you can get your ID if you've lost your ID, Social Security, birth certificate.
Every time someone moves from Haven for Hope through the program to a place like this, Haven provides a list of 30 items, including big ticket items like this couch.
They even gave me pots and pans.
Have you used them yet?
Yes, I have.
What's your favorite thing to make on your own stove?
Well, I've just been making simple stuff, and macaroni, with some sausage in it.
He has a brand new bed and dresser, but most of all, he has pride and respect for his new belongings.
I put the rug in here, but I got another one coming for the living room because They cover up the tile floor to protect it.
For others stuck in the cycle of homelessness, he suggests Haven for Hope.
They really do. They have counselors and professional people in the medical department and dental and vision.
It could lead to freedom.
I'm moving on up.
And he plans to keep moving and making this a real home. Courtney Friedman, KSAT 12 News.
Congratulations to Nathan.
He was singing the Jeffersons theme there. Did you see that?
Yes, he was.
Way to go, Nathan. All right. Outside today, it was just, the haves and the have-nots, I guess, when it comes to rain.
And it got windy out there, too, this afternoon.
Yeah, and that's something we have to keep in mind. It's going to be windy for several more days. You'll notice that southeasterly wind picking up. And our main weather headlines here is we're going to have more wind. That's included. But rain chances are daily over the next 7 days. But we think they're at the best, at their highest, Wednesday and Thursday. Looking at the prospects of a strong cold front early next week that could really drop the temperature around Halloween time. We have an article on this on KSAT.com that we'll be updating very frequently throughout the week. But look at our temperature trend this week. Pretty blah, mid-80s is what we're looking at. Rest of the week, all the way through the weekend. Early next week, we're likely to see some changes, and that would be for some cooler temperatures. We could potentially be talking upper 50s for highs on Halloween. So some changes are coming our way at least sometime around Halloween. Could be a day before, could be a little bit after, but right now it's looking like it's lining up right around the holiday for trick-or-treating. You look at the temperatures right now, we're going to see where that cold air is. And you got 60s in West Texas. That's where we've had most of the rain today. But then you get up into Canada, 20s to near 30 right now. This is the colder air that's going to be pushing southward. So we're watching it, we're tracking it. By the end of this work week, it's still way to the north of us. But notice as we get near Halloween, that cooler air is right on our doorstep. And then the timing right now would be for it to be in place for trick-or-treating on Halloween. This is just preliminary. I mean, we're talking way down the line, meteorologically speaking, but we want you to be prepared. So preliminary headlines for Halloween, temperature likely much cooler. For the costume, it's probably best to prepare for that warmer option. I see Myra behind the camera, just a lot of motions right now.
Over here on the set
one was smacking her head on the desk, I think, when it comes to...
I'm not prepared.
Did not prepare.
Yeah.
That's why we're telling you now.
Yes, thank you for the early
opt
heads up.
for the warmer option. Rain, it's possible, but it's still too early to tell if it would actually affect the trick-or-treating time. Rain this week looking decent. We've got some 40% chance as we get into Wednesday and Thursday. That's nice. Right now, we just have one of those isolated downpours right along I-35 around 1604, just south of Selma. Not much to talk about, and we'll have more of that hit or miss action. But other parts of Texas seen some very good rainfall, and that's because of this pattern. Dip in the upper level flow just to the west of us. Nice dirty flow aloft with that energy moving overhead. That's going to continue to give rain to parts of Texas, especially North Texas, where they could have over 4 inches of rain around here over the next 7 days. 1 to 2 inches, I think, is our potential. That's cumulative overall. 30% chance throughout the day tomorrow. So just like today, some hit or miss activity. 72 in the morning, 84 in the afternoon, and by and large will be in the low to mid 80s, not just tomorrow afternoon across our area, but everywhere the rest of this week. We'll keep you updated on Halloween.
Seriously, now I need layers for Halloween costumes.
There was some exasperation over here.
There was, yeah. I'm going to have to get some sweatshirts. I still have spray painting to do, so it's true.
Myra's work is never done.
It's never done.
By the way, you know what would be a great costume? Greg Popovich.
Yeah,
get your hair gray, put a whistle around you.
Then you go bark at people.
Exactly. Give me some nasty.
How dare you ask me that question? What are you thinking?
Give me some candy and some nasty.
I love it. It would make that a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Spurs getting ready for the Mavs opening night. So entering his 28th season. How does Pop feel about that opening contest? And John Jay, the Mustangs, are getting ready for our Game of the Week coming up. After going going 3-2 in the preseason, the Spurs are now getting ready for the games that count. And before they tip off Wednesday night with the Dallas Mavericks, the Spurs today announced they picked up the third-year team option on forward Jeremy Sohan and guards Blake Wesley and Malachi Branham for the 2024-25 season. So after 27 seasons as head coach, how does Pop feel about opening night?
Yeah, the feeling hasn't changed. You know, you get butterflies in your stomach and you get a little bit nervous. You're excited. You know, we're all very competitive. And so it begins again. It's like a routine. So in that sense, it feels the same. But every team is a little bit different. And this one is also for a variety of reasons. So it's an exciting time.
Pop also talked about Zach Collins' 2-year contract extension and said he's happy for Zach and his family. The big game and big game coverage this week. We'll see the John Jay Mustangs face the Taft Raiders. A huge contest with 2 weeks left in the regular season. Now at 5 o'clock, we heard from the Raiders, so now it's time to talk about the Mustangs. John Jay is 7-1 overall this season, 5-1 in District 29-6A, and they're coming off their first loss of the season Saturday, 42-33 to undefeated Harlan. Jay is playoff bound and looking to beat the Raiders, who are 6-2 this season and 5-2 in District as well.
Taft, I know they're always a good team to play against. They always give us good competition, and that's what teams need. We need a good team to give us adversity so we could be better.
They're a good team, good all the way around. Got a good receiving core, physical team like they always have been. I think it'll be a good game.
You know, Taft this year, you know, they're good. They do a lot of stuff on offense to really try to outflank you and things like that. They really have, Aleman's a really good player for them. And so we'll have our work cut out for us, but we're looking forward to the challenge and looking forward to a great competitive environment.
Taft and John Jay is our game of the week, Friday night, 7:30 at the Gus. All right, it all comes down to Game 7 tonight at Minute Maid Park for the Houston Astros and the Texas Rangers. The winner will claim the American League Championship and punch their ticket to the World Series. The road team has won every game in this series, which is just crazy. And tonight's matchup will mark the 20th time this season the two clubs will meet, and clearly it's the most important one of them all. Christian Javier is scheduled to start for the Astros, Max Scherzer for the Rangers.
It's going to be a tough game. We're facing a tough pitcher, and I'm just looking forward to it. We're just fortunate, to be here. That's what we keep saying. We're blessed, and hey, it's a big game. Both sides. It's going to be exciting.
Game 7s are awesome. It's two great teams competing against each other, and whoever plays the best and executes wins. So we're looking forward to the challenge.
First pitch is scheduled tonight for 7:03. Winner advances to the World Series to face the Diamondbacks or the Phillies.
A lot of people nervous in the newsroom about this.
Lots of people nervous, yeah.
I'm not one of them, but some of them are.
Okay.
Yeah.
An easy night ahead.
Are you
Yeah,
nervous?
you know.
No, I'll hear about it at home, but I really don't care what happens. So, thank you, Larry. All right, still ahead, more than just a weekend of fun. Muertos Fest is back in a few days, but do you really know why this holiday is celebrated? What organizers hope people take away from the festival this year? That's next.